Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third Waterloo Disc Golf Club online social media players meeting. We are so happy you are here, and we hope that you watch this until the end because it has some valuable information that we do not want you to miss out on. This video is to help us follow the guidelines set by the PDGA and local authorities to protect you and your loved ones, plus us and our loved ones during these times of COVID concerns. We want to ask everyone participate with our Waterloo events that they please abide by the standards issued by the local authorities, and please feel free to take any extra precautions that you deem fit for your own personal situation. We want everyone to have an amazing and memorable time. Just because some of the things have changed, the way we do the event does not preclude us from having some fun, making some memories, and spending quality time safely while playing our favorite sport of disc golf. So we appreciate you watching this video. We have many sponsors to thank during this meeting and for our event. Just because we want to thank our location host, Disc Nation. Thank you. They're all back here. It's awesome. And we really want you to come visit them, as they are a proud sponsor of the Waterloo Disc Golf Club and all that we do. I also want to thank our video sponsor, Black Zombie Disc Golf. I think we've got some representatives right here. Look them up, get them on social media, follow them on all their leads. We appreciate it very much. But we want to thank our video sponsor, Black Zombie Disc Golf, for hosting this video. Please be sure to click and follow Destination Black Zombie Disc Golf on all your favorite platforms and check out all their amazing products. They got some new putters out from Black Zombie, and guess what? You can get them at Destination. And some drivers and some approaches. So check them out. But let's get on with it. The meeting is for the 43rd Annual Waterloo Disc Golf Classic. This is a historic disc golf tournament. It is the longest running tournament in the southwestern United States and the oldest in the world. Yes, you are home to one of the oldest disc golf tournaments in the world.
Yeah, one of the oldest.
One of the oldest.
We do not get to claim oldest, but we're close.
But we do have some old people, so that matters. That being said, our rescheduled date for this PDGA C-Tier event is on December 19th and 20th, 2020. It's going to be at Moody's Disc Golf Ranch with the doubles on Friday. Well, with the doubles on Friday, December 18th. So your singles plays on the 19th and 20th, and your doubles play is on December 18th. All partaken at the Moody's Disc Golf Ranch. The 43rd Waterloo will again benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Texas, of Central Texas. It's also known as the RMH. You'll see it in your players packets. The RMH is a wonderful non-profit charitable organization that provides a home away from home for families with critically ill children undergoing treatment at area hospitals. This allows parents a chance to be close to their children at a time when they are needed most. So please understand why we're doing this. We always love doing this. Last year's donations to the RMH was $10,700, and a lot of you watching this video helped raise that money. So thank you.
That was our best year ever.
It was an amazing year. And the tournament's grand total over the years is now over $146,000. Wow. For a small local club like ours with small generous donations like yours, it's pretty amazing that our club can do that here in local Austin, Texas. We don't have big, super mega sponsors. It's all because of folks like you. You'll come out and support our event. So we thank you very much. Once again, $10,700 last year, over $146,000 net so far. We really appreciate you. Later on, we're going to cover some ways that you can help raise money this year in just a little while as well. Just be sure to follow us and our updates on the Waterloo Disc Golf Club Facebook page and our 43rd Annual Waterloo Disc Golf Classic Facebook page. If you're not on Facebook, you can check our tournament's registration page on the Disc Golf United website. And unfortunately, we had some technical glitches, but unfortunately this year the club's website has crashed and we won't be back before the tournament, so please don't go look for it, but we will have it up as soon as we can. So we are posting the most critical information and the links to the documents you'll need on the DGU page. That's Disc Golf United page. Just use your browser to search Disc Golf United events. Once you're on the events page, there are buttons along the top, and one of those is the Waterloo Disc Golf Club events. Click that and choose the 43rd Annual Waterloo Disc Golf Classic page. Or, from the events page, you can just scroll down to December 19th date and find this tournament's page. Also, just please see our players meeting document for all these links. We're going to provide it to you, and you'll also be online. Okay, well, let's get into it. For the event, this entry fee includes $10 for the fundraising, $20 for the ranch fees, and $2 for the PDGA fee. Other than the entry fee portion, the rest of our fundraising this year will come from a giant raffle, our Father Dave McSeano Challengers, and a few online auctions that we are having. Check the event page. Check the event page. There still may be some going on at the time you watch this. We're trying to put them up there.
They're on the event Facebook page, and we generally post some around saying, hey, there's a new auction on the event page.
Right.
Go over to that. So it's all on Facebook. So.
True. Check them out. We got some great items up there. We've already sold and won some people won some good items so far. So just go and check that out. Also, just simply please, can't emphasize enough, please buy some raffle tickets, or correction, raffle chances while you're at the ranch. We have a ton of prizes from our sponsors, including a basket and Destination gift certificates. Once again, thank you, Destination.
Basket from Innova, one of
And
our big
Innova.
sponsors.
Thank you, Innova. And you don't have to be present to win this year, but in fact, we won't even be doing a drawing until Monday, December 21st. We'll do it on the Facebook Live and then give you some opportunities over the next couple of weeks to pick up your prizes. We wouldn't be able to have auctions in the raffle. Pardon me, I'm going to rewind that right there. Because, COVID mask and fun stuff like that, and Troy's, nervous and on camera. We wouldn't be able to have auctions and the raffle without donations by our wonderful sponsors and the Waterloo Disc Golf Club. So let's thank some great sponsors that we have as of the making of this video. And I'm going to toss it over to Gordon because he's got a better voice than I, and he speaks more fluent English.
Yeah, all I got to do is read a list here. But great sponsors. Disc Nation, Innova Disc Golf, powered by Innova. Father Dave Talo for the spirit he brings every year. Moody's Disc Golf Ranch. Sister Sue dies for you. Harry Kaltoff and Diane Morrow. Bogey Free Club. Far West Veterinary Clinic. Thirsty Planet Brewing Company. In loving memory of Ian Hope. Wish you were here. Live Oak Brewing Company. Kirk Captain LaValle. Randy and Bob. Soap That's Dope. Flying Armadillo Disc Golf Club. Dripping Springs Vodka and Gin, Black Zombie Disc Golf, Chain Reaction Disc Golf, Disking for a Cure, Double R Disc Golf Club, Dr. John P. Godfrey, PhD, Fishhead Tim, HFDS, Houston Flying Disc Society.
Yep, he got it right.
Jay and Des Redding, Twirl Yeti Productions, Jimbo, Lady Goombas, Madrone Mountain Coffee, which will be making a Waterloo roast for the event. We'll have bags of this coffee to give away.
I'm not a coffee drinker, but I want some now.
And one bag for staff. Mark McCrimmon, criminal lawyer, a disc golfer's best friend. Mark, Denise Weezy, and DOG. Meridian Hive, Mint Discs, Play It Again Sports, Cedar Park Lakeline location. Proforma, Republic of Texas Disc Golf Club, Rich and Jennifer Harple, Rise Above, Shepherd Events, Steve-O, Effortless Disc Golfer and Friend. Team Justice, The Coops, The Perps, Stimpy and Graybeard, Tom Frost and Megan Soleil, Wells Branch Disc Golf Club,
Yep.
Wicked Signs, Jack Camp, Christian Pierce, Kim Cox, and Del Carte, Flying Goombas, Pandemic Disc Golf, Starlight Vapor, Still Austin Whiskey Company, Good Dog Disc Golf, Lala and Edman Coffee, Northtown Social Club, Adam Hernandez, John Peacock, The Open at Belton 2021, DiscGolfDies.com, and Ryan Blazik. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much for all those sponsors. And everybody else, if you still want to contribute and help us out and help out the event, we're always welcome to it. And as you would imagine, that's a big, great list. I wish Gordon could read some more because he does so good at that. But that was a great list, and we welcome any others who may desire to contact us as we accept donations large and small to help us have a great event. Big and tall, large and small. Let's bring it on. As a player, if you can bring out a disc or shirt or something to add to the raffle, please do it.
Yep. Anything else?
Exactly. All these extra small donations will really add up to some great prizes. And who knows, you may bring the one thing that somebody was looking for. And that's what makes the event so great.
Okay. So we'd also like to thank our 107 Father Dave McSeno Challengers this year.
That's a lot.
Thanks to their generosity, we've added over $4,500 to the fundraising already. Now, if you'd like to be a Waterloo Father Dave McSeno Challenger for next year, for the 44th Waterloo, we will start taking those sign-ups probably sometime in January after everything from this year's dies down. And that's one of the changes for this year that we expect to be a temporary one-year thing only. Normally we start taking those at this year's tournament for next year, but we are not going to deal with that this year. We'll just get things started in January. So if you want to be a McSeno Challenger for next year and save your spot in next year's tournament, look for information in January. And we absolutely have to thank our tournament staff. A big event like this takes a lot of people. So this year's tournament, as it has been for the last 24 years, I believe, is hosted by Waterloo Disc Golf Club. TD'd by myself, Gordon Kelly, my assistant TD, Mitch Justice, and made possible by the great staff help of Patty Justice, Troy Herman, Dale Gibbons, Bonner Butler, Adam Case, Sean Casso, Chris Hilla, John Hovey, Laura Hovey, John Entz, Jimbo, Susan Macaluso, Ryan McCrary, Ray Murray, Sheldon Parker, Ken Roycroft III, Glenn Schleicher, Ron Sharp, Ken Shepard, Wendy Shepard, Mike Stinson, and KT Stockham. We'd also like to thank our hosts, Dave and Julie Moody.
Thank you.
After the City of Austin canceled all events at their ball golf courses due to the pandemic this year, we needed a new home for the tournament, and Moody's made it possible. Dave has designed 3 different Waterloo-style courses for us to play, and has done a lot of work to get it all ready. Like all the other Waterloo courses in the Waterloo Classic history, they're not long, but they are fun. All singles players will get to play each course once during the tournament. So it's not like you're going out to the ranch and missing out on one of the courses because you played the other 2. You'll get to play each one. And the course names for these are The Other One, Not Fade Away, and Morning Dew. And our final thank yous go out to Joel Kelly. You'll see it when we post it. It's on the Facebook page already, and we'll give you links to it. Joel Kelly's made an amazing map, similar to what he's done for us at Hancock Golf Course. And to Jimbo for the beautiful tournament artwork he did this year. Yep. He has done the artwork for every Waterloo since the 3rd Waterloo in 1980. So, but yeah, we'll have the map and course rules available for downloading to your phone. Before we go into the further details of the event, we would like to reflect for a minute on the friends we've lost since last year's Waterloo. No matter when you're watching this, please join us in a moment of silence for those we've lost this year. And given the way 2020 has gone, I'm sure we're leaving out some people who deserve to be kept in our hearts. But brutal year. We lost Steve O'Barnes, Brandon Dillingham, Daniel Cruzy, Chris Baker very recently,
Yep.
Scott Michelson very recently, and just the other day found out Green Bay Pat passed away. So please, moment of silence.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's always an emotional part of the meeting for me. Most of the time I knew most of these guys, and in this case, really good friends with several.
And it's always rough because many of you we have a lot of first timers playing this year, but historically, the Waterloo event, when it always occurred in October, it's always a family reunion. And once you start playing it, you become part of that family, and then you see everybody, all the smiling faces, and you really get the joy of disc golf, and you really respect it. And you understand it's not just an event. Hey, I come out and I place good or bad or other. Or I'm out here, drinking my adult beverages or whatever. You really connect with it, and as you meet great legends like these local folks and people who travel across the states to come in for these events, you'll understand the loss. And we're glad that you're watching this video, and we're glad that you're now part of the family that you're going to play in this tournament. And I should just add the fact of, with all the COVID pandemic and concerns, how lucky are you players? And I didn't want to interrupt Gordon. You're playing 3 custom unique courses at Moody's, a most beautiful disc golf ranch in Texas alone, if not around the country. And they're one of a kind. So we may never ever have these courses again. So that's what's going to make this so epic and so amazing. So welcome to the family. Welcome to playing some fun courses.
Welcome to the Waterloo family.
Welcome to the Waterloo family. But getting on with it, we do still have a players meeting, and we wish you to stay. We don't want you to fall asleep, and we also don't want to forget about the rules you need to know. So here's some details that we need to cover. For all 3 days, just remember, for all 3 days, doubles and singles, the card size is limited to 4 people. For doubles, that means 2 teams. So we're limited in it. There's lots of COVID restrictions. You're kind of going to get it. No longer big cards. For all 3 days, doubles and singles, there are no caddies, also no spectators, no spouses, partners, or kids allowed at the ranch. The only people who should be at the ranch are pre-registered players and staff. If you show up with a non-player or someone that has not pre-registered, that person needs to drop you off, Go hang out around beautiful Bastrop or Lockhart or somewhere, or even head back home and then come back and pick you up when you're done playing.
Maybe go get some barbecue and
Yes.
pick surprise.
Yeah, do the barbecue crawl. There's lots of things you could do. There's antiquing along. You can make it out through the highways and such like that.
It's players only. There's no camping for players. It's show up, play, and head out. So.
And trust me, you're going to have enough time out there in beauty. It's going to be sad that your friends, players, family can't see it, but that's okay. You can tell them all about it, take some pictures, and share with it. But we ask you, please respect that. This is different than all the other Waterloos, just like all our events been this year. Just please work with us on that and just plan for it that way. Plan for it that way. And of course, make all your personal accommodations with the family who may be dropping you off or friends dropping you off. Make sure you have your water and stuff like that, or all your personal devices that you need. That being said, there is no day of registration for doubles, and there is no Friday or Saturday registration for singles. As we already said, you pre-register was a key word in the last paragraph. On the days you play 2 rounds, we advise you bring food with you and eat at your car. No food is available at the ranch, and we're sorry about that. Once again, we're trying to restrict the germ spreading and all the close proximity and stuff like that. So pack it in, pack it out, bring it all yourself, things of that nature. For all 3 days, doubles and singles, we will try to do all the scoring and results online, but we will still have physical scorecards for you to fill out also. Cell phone connections can be spotty at the ranch, so we will use scorecards as a backup. Of course, if you already have the scorecard downloaded, you can work with that way as well, but that's where we're trusting on you. The online scoring is the official score. I'll just say again, the online scoring is the official score. UDisc or some other app for doubles, PDJ online scoring for singles. The only time we will even look at physical scorecards is if we do not have your online scorecard. This is about contact tracing and all those other things. So remember, the online scoring is the official score. And I'll say it again, UDisc or some other apps for doubles, PDJ online for scoring for singles, etc. The only time we will even look at physical scorecards is if we don't have your scorecard online. If we don't get the app screenshot for doubles from you, or if you don't confirm or finalize your PDGA online scoring, then and only then we will look at the physical scorecard and use the scores that are there.
Yeah, our hope is that box of scorecards people are dropping off go untouched the entire weekend.
Right.
But we know from prior experience that, sometimes somebody thinks they've sent it and they haven't, or they didn't hit confirm and then they left for lunch.
Right.
And, if too much time goes by and we don't have those scores, we don't get that screenshot emailed to us, or it hasn't shown up on the PDGA online scoring, at that point we will go through the score and use the physical scorecard. So we do need players to do scoring both ways, online and physical scorecard. And again, with spotty cell phone service at the ranch, having that physical scorecard as a player,
Right. So please rewind this portion of the video, go back about 5 minutes and say it again. The online scoring is the only official score. We even had our small event during Young at Heart. We ran into those things. I personally had to call many people and say, where's your scorecard? Oh, such and such on my card had it. If you have to, it doesn't hurt to have everybody keep it on their electronic device. You're going to have your paper card, but the goal is we don't want to touch those paper cards. We want to disinfect them. We want to throw them away, whatever. Right. So once again, online's the official scoring app.
And the one thing also say that we found at Young at Heart is we need you on the online scoring, like a UDisc for doubles. Both teams need to be on that scorecard. Each team does not keep their own on UDisc.
Right.
You got a UDisc scorecard with both teams, just like you have a physical scorecard with both teams. Because we had that someone says, well, I sent it in, but it was their team only.
Right.
And it didn't have the other team they played.
So when you're marking your scores, make sure both teams are on there. If both teams are doing it on both their phones, that's great. I'd rather have 2 scorecards with 2 of the teams on it. But just don't send Team Blue sends in their card and Team Red sends in their card. I don't know if they played together, stuff like that. So
really, it's best if one team does the physical scorecard, the other team does the phone scorecard,
and then you merge at the end. You do it. You count for it, everything like that. Okay, I think that's a lot on that. We got a lot of meeting to go, but we definitely shot the bird twice. We need to take care of it. But anyhow, the players also. So once again, only then will we look at the players meeting, which will be by this video. You're looking at it. Welcome to the players meeting. If we didn't tell you from the first time. And with the document made available online. There will be no award ceremony at the end. As you already know, we're all social distance and stuff like that. Mask and social distancing guidelines will be used. You need to have your mask with you at all times. However, as we are outdoors. The only time you have to wear it is when you're at the headquarters, and at any other time that you are unable to maintain at least a 6-foot distance from everyone else around you who is not in your household. The goal is for you to never be within 6 foot of someone else that you don't live with, but you need to have your mask with you and ready to put on just in case. I think we're already kind of used. We've got 8 months of training with this stuff. You can do it. We can all do it. We can work through this.
And if we weren't on video and in such an enclosed space, we would be 6 feet apart.
Right.
But we're kind of forced into it here. So.
He likes me, and he just insists on being next to me. It's weird. It's awkward. Don't come to our headquarters and see anything else. It's weird. Anyhow, and while we would like you to wear your mask as before, during, and after the round, we encourage you to do so. It is not required. We will have some disposable masks at the headquarters, so if you forget yours, lose yours, or breaks, just come on by and get one. Yep. We apologize because we know that this is not how you normally want to play an event. It is definitely not how we normally want to run one. Yep. But our goal is to have a good, fun tournament while keeping in mind the safety and health of everyone involved. We will have loads of hand sanitizer available, and singles players might just find some in their players pack.
Nice little carabiner to attach it to your bag or your cart.
Product placement, marketing, merchandising, as the good yogurt says. So we're going to have lots of sanitizer. Single players might have some in your players pack, but please bring your own as well. Use it frequently, especially if you touch anything in common, like a table or practice basket, or when you use the porta johns. I'm sorry, America, you had to be told that you need to wash your hands and sanitize them after the porta johns, but this is in your official players meeting now.
And we will have a thing of hand sanitizer in each of the porta potties out there.
Right. So it's sad, but yes, some people need to know that. Anyhow. That being said, again, we know this is not fun, good social. We know this is not the fun social disc golf family event that you all want at the Waterloo to be. But we would like you to want to see you and visit with you, but we can't. So in these challenging times right now, we are essentially looking at show up, warm up a little, go play your round, submit your score electronically. Come by the headquarters and turn in your physical card. If you're only one person, that'd be great. Most minimal persons coming to HQ, perfect.
No, in this case, yeah, actually, we want the whole group coming up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I stand corrected.
Yeah, we do want the whole group coming up to turn in the scorecard.
Okay, there we go. Get your players pack, maybe buy raffle tickets. Okay, really buy a lot of raffle tickets. We appreciate you that. And check out the merchandise for sale. Say hello and goodbye. It's like hallo auf Wiedersehen. Bis später. Head out for home or somewhere else. And if you are playing 2 rounds that day, you'll also need to come by the headquarters after your second round to turn in your scorecard. And I've said mine enough, and now I'm going to make Gordon speed up and talk, and it's his turn.
That's right. So, pre-registration and tee times. As Troy said, all players coming to the ranch must be pre-registered.
Right.
Now, for doubles, online pre-registration ends Tuesday evening, December 15th at 8 p.m. And that's really early for a doubles registration on Friday. But this is because we need the time to assign and post tee times for everybody on Wednesday. And again, with 3 courses, maximum of 60 teams for each course, that's going to be an involved process.
Right.
So we'll post each course's tee times on the Disc Golf United registration site for that course. So with 3 courses, Morning Dew, Not Fadeaway, and the other one, there's 3 different doubles registration pages.
I love that name.
And it's the name of a song. So. But it's, yeah, he didn't just run out of names and go, well, I got this, I got that, and I got the other one.
More Waterloo lore you get to participate in.
There is actually reason behind that. But each course has its own registration page on Disc Golf United. So the tee times for that course will be posted on that page. It'll be in the event details section. So when you go to that page, you see a big long listing of divisions. Just scroll down to that to get event details. And on Wednesday, the 16th, we will post the tee times for doubles there.
Right.
Now, for the singles, all clearing off the wait list ends Wednesday evening, December 16th at 8 p.m. And if you aren't cleared by then, we're sorry, but hopefully it works out better in 2021 for you. This is, again, so we have time to assign and post tee times on Thursday. And those tee times, as part of the official singles PDGA tournament, will be posted on the PDGA tournament results page. Same place you go look for scores, see who's playing the event. That's where your first round tee times for Saturday morning will be posted. So, speaking of tee times, that segues perfectly into your arrival time at the ranch. So for both singles and doubles, you need to plan your arrival time for a minimum of at least 30 minutes before your tee time.
Right.
And we strongly advise you to plan for even earlier than that. Why? because you can't just drive up at the last minute and expect to get to your tee on time. So first, you need to enter the ranch through the main driveway. And again, we could have 180 teams on Friday, 200 players Saturday and Sunday.
Especially if you're not familiar with Moody's. It is a large property. It's a beautiful large property. So it's just not like, oh, there's my hole.
Yeah. So you need to, all the cars will enter through the main driveway. All the cars must stop at the gate by the house where the tournament staff will temperature check everyone in the car and make sure there's no non-registered players. So this could mean that when you get there, you find yourself sitting in a line of cars waiting to get through the check-in to have your temperature checked. And again, temperature is too high, we'll be asking you to leave.
Checking your papers.
And if you are not feeling well that morning, if you've got a temperature, please don't come out to the ranch. Let us know, call us, email us something, get in touch with us, preferably by phone, but do not come out to the ranch. We don't want to have to turn anyone away. But if someone's got a high fever, we will say no. And if you start not feeling well once you're out there, please leave. This is just not good. So once you make it through the temperature check, you'll need to park. Well, there'll be some parking spaces along that same road into the ranch. You know, just past the gate on both sides of the road, there's parking, but you'll need time to park and unload all your gear, get ready. Most players are going to want to warm up some with some putting. We'll have some baskets there around the headquarters and the bleachers, and the driving range is right there also. Please stay out of the yard of the Moody's house and stay out of the pro shop.
I'm glad you said that.
So we will have the practice baskets out kind of in the open by the bleachers, and then there's a driving range. So you need time to get warmed up. And finally, this is really important, but you must be at hole number 1 of your assigned course 10 minutes before your tee time, and you need to be ready to throw at that point. So don't get there and plan on stretching and playing catch with someone. Be at hole 1 10 minutes before your tee time, ready to throw. There's no check-in at headquarters before the round. Just go to hole 1 of your assigned course 10 minutes before your scheduled tee time. And really, this is because something could change at the last minute. So you really need to plan to get to the ranch early to give yourself time for all of that. Plus, you always want to give yourself time in case something unusual happens on the drive out. You got a traffic jam, you got a wreck, they got a detour. Give yourself more time than you expect to need. So plan your schedule and stick to it to make sure that you're not late to your start because traffic was bad or there's a line of cars getting a ranch. Again, don't roll up 10 minutes before your tee time and think you're going to be able to make it on time. It's just not going to happen. So, on to you, Troy.
Yeah, and the only thing I was thinking about as well, also another good side note about being at your tee time, your tee at the pre-organized time, the 10 minutes prior, we're ready to go. In the event something would last minute change and we didn't get your HQ, we know where you are at that point on the course. We know where all the players are. If the tee time is at a certain time and we know you're on your tee and we got to get a hold of you, congrats, you showed up early. We can reach out and get that message to you, or in case something weird may happen, anomalous. I'm not saying it is, but that's another good thing about having control of people on the property and knowing where you're at and why you're there. So it matters that. And also, I just saw this. I know I've been in the Moody's a couple of times. It's a good guide, and we don't expect anybody to be rude, but park in accordance. When you start seeing people set a line or something in a herringbone pattern or something like that, respect the property, because remember, this is his personal property. He's doing us a great favor by letting us be out there. So just because it looks like it's open field in a ranch, please don't do spin outs and all this other drama. I know it's not, nobody's ever done it, but I just thought about that because some of y'all are new first time players. It's a dirt road going out there. It's well maintained, everything, but just park accordingly so we can get all our players in there that are staying there. Those are not, turn around and please leave the property who aren't going to stay in the car. So just want to ad-lib those moments in there, and it drives Gordon crazy when I ad-lib because it's not on his script. But,
because the script really isn't long enough as it is. Go ahead.
Wouldn't be.
That was good.
This is one of Gordon's shortest players meeting, by the way. That's a joke. If you've ever been to Waterloo, welcome to the club. Okay. Another thing really important on all 3 days is to be flexible, be prepared to roll with the changes and adjustments that may happen, and keep a happy Waterloo attitude. This year is already being different, so more changes could occur. Please just smile. Remember that we are all very happy just to have the event at all.
Yeah.
Segue into what I just said. And this is in bold print, underlined, and capitalized. I just want to read it. That's my reading in all caps right now. There's one thing that could happen to both singles and doubles, and it is the main. There's one thing that could happen in both singles and doubles, and it is the main reason you need to be at hole 1 of your assigned course 10 minutes before your scheduled tee time, and why you need to be there ready to throw. If someone hasn't shown up, we only have 2 singles players at their tee time, or just 1 team for doubles. We will need to pull a person from a team off the next card. So you need to be there 10 minutes before your scheduled tee time and ready to throw, just in case you get pulled onto that card in front of you. It makes sense. We can't have just a single double team out there playing. Nobody wants that, because guess what? We trust your scoring, but it's just not part of the standards. Yeah, this is a C-tier tournament, all these other things in the singles event. So we hope that we don't have to do this, but we need to stay on schedule so everyone finishes before dark, so we might have to. Again, take a deep breath, be flexible, and say to yourself, Waterloo!
And that's what we said on the doubles sign-up pages, where you can make your special requests, like I want to play with this team,
right,
or put me with that person. Even if we manage to do that, we can't guarantee that when your tee time rolls around and you and your friends show up, one of you might get pulled onto the other card. And I'm sorry, but again, that's one of the things. 2 doubles teams, 1 doesn't show. You've got to pull another team up there to play. So, all right, doubles info. Some teams are just playing 1 round on one of the courses. Other teams, if they've signed up an early morning round on one course, late afternoon round on the other, there's time to kind of play 2. If you're playing just 1 round, you already know to be there early and hole number 1 ready to go. And we've already told you we want you to keep score both online and with physical scorecard. So when your teams get there to hole 1, set up your online scorecard on UDisc or one of the other apps. We will give you a physical scorecard for you guys to write your names on. Like I said, both teams need to be on the physical scorecard. Both teams need to be on the same UDisc app or other app scorecard. And again, we suggest, one team keeps it physically, one keeps it that way. Everybody does scoring, and we have both. And again, phone connections depends on your phone plan.
Right.
Depends on where you are on that ranch. It's gotten better over the years, but there's still some places I know that can be spotty or non-existent coverage. So that physical scorecard becomes pretty important. At the end of your round, finish hole 18. Double check both team scores on both the physical and the online. Then email a screenshot of your online scorecard to the club at waterloodgc@gmail.com. And we hope to get that email address on the bottom of your screen at this point.
Yep.
But just take that screenshot, email it to waterloodgc@gmail.com. Then bring your physical scorecard to headquarters. Both teams come on up, drop it in the box. Maybe buy some raffle tickets. Check out the merch for sale. If you're playing singles, is a great time to pick up your singles player pack. If you're just playing 1 round of doubles, now it's time to head out, either back home or elsewhere.
Right.
Please don't stick around the ranch, and the other courses are not available for casual play. If you're playing 2 rounds of doubles on Friday, so after you drop off your first round scorecard, head back to your car, have some lunch, get warmed back up, and then, just like before, be at hole number 1 of your next course, ready to play 10 minutes before your tee time, and then just repeat all those steps I said.
Very much so. So, here, if you need to, pause the video, get your refreshment, or come back. We've enjoyed it as well, but we're going to do this in one take.
Unglaze those eyes, go take a break.
Yeah, you got a little drool on the side, and you got keyboard prints on your face. Or like some people in our last event, they literally admitted driving up in the parking lot, they just watched the video, and they didn't even watch the part that they needed, and they had all these questions. So please, if you're watching on your phone in there, put it on the speaker Bluetooth, let everybody hear it. You don't have to see our beautiful faces, but definitely listen to the information. So here's your chance, get your adult beverage, get your youthful beverage, and we'll be right back. Onward. Here's some singles info. And thank you for staying along this far. We're almost done. We're only about 1/3 done. No, just kidding. But anyhow, seriously, singles info. Half the field is playing 1 round on Saturday and 2 rounds on Sunday. The other half is playing 2 rounds on Saturday and 1 round on Sunday. No, that's not a math problem. I'm going to read it back to you. Half of the field is playing 1 round on Saturday and then 2 rounds on Sunday. The other half is playing 2 rounds on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. You see the 1 and 2.
This
2
was
and 1.
the only way we could get people to be able to play 3 rounds on 3 courses,
Right.
With this amount of daylight. Otherwise, it just wasn't going to work.
Right. And we play the course, keep it within the C tier guidelines, the PDGA and scoring and all that other stuff. So onwards with that, MA2, MA3, MA50, 50 years old it is, and MA60 are playing 1 round on Saturday and 2 rounds on Sunday. Once again, MA2, 3, 50, and 60 are playing 1 round on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Pause it, rewind it, go back to it. All pro divisions, all women's divisions, MA1 and MA40 are playing 2 rounds on Saturday and 1 round on Sunday. Pause it, rewind it. I'll say it again. Pro divisions, women's divisions, MA1, MA40 are playing 2 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. I think you got it. Just like doubles, you need to get to the range well ahead of your tee time. There is no check-in at headquarters. Be at hole number 1 of your assigned course and be ready to play 10 minutes before your tee time. You will be given a physical scorecard, but instead of UDisc or another app, you will use the PDGA online scorecard system. We will have instructions that are at your starting hole on how to set up your PDGA scorecard. If you don't know the process well, there are a few short videos. Sorry.
And they're very short. Like
they are
15
short
seconds,
videos.
20 seconds. They're quick, easy to watch.
Subliminally, that's what was in my head. There are a few short videos on how to do this online scoring. We're going to hopefully have this link posted, and it's going to be in the video. And Black Zombie does their graphics team is amazing. But we're going to have it. I'll give you the URL. That's the web address for some of you normal folk. Go to https://www.pdga.com/apps, that's APPS, /tournament/score/help. Once again, www.pdga.com/apps/tournament/score/help. I think you got it.
It's become much more common all year long, but definitely earlier in the year when we first started using this, those little videos on how to set up that scorecard, how to score, how to put in notes, how to confirm at the end, they really helped a lot. So if you haven't done many tournaments and you haven't used this system at other events, go check those out.
And this is a good event for it. And who knows, some of the future events, it's moving that way anyhow because we're all recycle, reuse, repurpose type stuff. And plus with COVID going on, so go ahead and go there.
A lot of TDs are finding out, hey, this is kind of easy. I should do this next year, even when things get back to normal.
And until you volunteer an event, you really don't understand how easy it can be. So that being said, go to that link, go check it out. Those are some good videos. Check them out. At the end of your round, double check all player scores on both the online scorecard and the physical scorecard. Shouldn't have to say it multiple times, but please do that because trust me, we every year somebody gets marked and they get stroked for it and they're wondering why. That next, confirm your scores online. But however, one important thing to remember: once you confirm the scores online, they are official. There's no take backsies. That's it. You confirm it, it's there. It's official. Welcome to the club. It's now the World Wide Web can see it. So don't do this if you have questions about a provisional shot situation or something that needs to be cleared up. Instead, have all the players on the card come to headquarters and ask Gordon about it when you finish your round. Use the notes in the field on the PDJ online scoring to put your other score. Come get this ruling first and then finalize things. Once again, if you have a question about it, you put notes in there, say, hey guys, gals, whatever, our card, we need to go confirm with Gordon because he is the tournament director and he's just so awesome. He knows everything. He loves.
Was this out of bounds? Was this not? Any kind of thing where you play provisionally or you're not sure, come get your ruling and then hit confirm on that PDGA online score. Very important.
And then it's gospel. Congrats. Then all the players, and then if that situation arises, it's settled and you confirm it. There we go. Then all the players on the card come to headquarters and you will drop off the physical scorecard to the box. That's assuming you weren't in that previous scenario we were talking about where you had to come to each quarter about questionable. But when you're done, your online scoring official, drop off it at the box. And then, of course, maybe buy some more raffle tickets. Notice we keep saying that. We need you to buy some raffle tickets. And merchandise are for sale. I'll speed it up. If you're playing singles, this is a great time to pick up your players pack. Gord mentioned in his portion. Please get it. We love you, and we want to give you what you earned, and we don't want to carry it. And we
got great players packs
because we're bringing a whole tournament out to a remote site. If you're playing one round of singles on that day, now it's time to head out and either head back home or elsewhere, but please don't stick around the ranch, and the other courses are not available for casual play. I heard that somewhere before. In his meeting prior to that.
Yeah.
So, if you are playing 2 singles rounds that day, after dropping off your first round scorecard, you will be, and this is all bold caps, you will be told what your tee time is for your second round, and something so important that way. You're going to, after you drop off that scorecard, you're going to be told your tee time for your second round. Then you can head back to your car, have some lunch, get warmed back up, and then be at hole number 1 of your assigned second course and ready to play 10 minutes before your tee time, just like before. And repeat all the same. Shampoo, rinse, repeat. Do it all over again. Also, there will not be shuffle of players after round 1. You will play with the same foursome or threesome for both rounds. Anything questions? Rewind the tape.
Yeah, and really, that's why you need to come up and get your tee time for round 2, because the PDGA system doesn't work well with assigning tee times if you haven't reshuffled by score. But because the divisions are so big, there's no way to reshuffle by score and finish by daylight. Plus, in terms of keeping things safe, you're going to play with the same 4 people both rounds. So you play, come get your tee time. By that point, we should have a good idea of how the rounds are flowing. We'll be able to tell you when to come back for round 2, and then the same foursome goes back and plays, or a threesome plays that next round. So some more course information here. Most of the course rules for here are really basic. If you're surrounded by water in a pond, you're OB, and each one of these courses has a pond on it. The 2-meter rule is in effect. So if your disc is stuck in a tree or on a cabin roof or anything over 2 meters, it's a penalty stroke, and you play from directly below it. There are mandos on the courses where you have to pass to the left of a tree or to the right of a fence post or something. All those mandos will have drop zones. So if you miss a mando, there'll be a drop zone marked, and you play from there. And finally, all fence lines are out of bounds, whether it's the edge of the ranch or fences within the ranch. If you go over a fence line, you are out of bounds, with the exception of one place. On the hole-by-hole description, if it says fence line is casual, then it plays differently. And that happens at one spot on this entire ranch. Hole number 2 on the other one course. So there's a fence line that runs right down the fairway. You throw in here, fence line right across. So if your shot ends up, if your lie is within 1 meter of that barbed wire fence on either side, you can play that fence as casual, which means you draw a straight line from the basket back through your disc, behind the fence, up to 3 meters behind that fence to give you a clear, so you're not going to throw your hand into the barbed wire, so you're not going to run into the barbed wire. If you are within a meter of that fence on either side, you can choose to back up to 3 meters behind that fence. Again, just casual rules are straight line from basket through your lie, straight back up to 3 meters. You don't have to, but believe me, if you're standing within a foot of that fence on either side, you don't want to be throwing there. So we really don't want any hurt on any of the barbed wire fences. Just like at Hancock, just like at Waterloo Park, when you're out here on these 3 courses, that's a lot of courses, a lot of golfers. Keep your head on a swivel, and don't be shy about yelling 4. There's a lot of places on all 3 courses where holes are close together. So be aware of your surroundings and watch out for yourself, your card mates, and other players. So you don't want somebody to hit you, and you don't want to hit somebody else. And speaking of fences, don't climb over any of the fences, especially the interior of the ranch. We don't want to damage Moody's property. If you throw over onto the other property, you might need to squeeze through the barbed wire. But again, don't damage the fences. There's gates. A lot of places that have gates. If a gate is closed and you go through it, close it behind you. And remember to use a provisional ruling. If you're not sure if something's out of bounds or how to play something, best thing to do is call provisional. You play it both ways. You record both scores, and then after the round, you come up, find out which one is the correct one, and you get that score. If you just guess, and you guess wrong, you've now misplayed the course, and there's penalty strokes involved. So the provisional is the greatest thing to keep things moving along and to allow you to be unsure during the round without it costing you. And finally, play both ways, record both scores, and all players on the card need to come to headquarters in case we need to talk about what actually happened, where things were. That's another reason why at the end of the round, all players need to come up by headquarters. And finally, again, like Troy said, don't officially confirm your results to the PDGA page until you're sure. If you need a ruling, come get it, then confirm it. And for all 3 days, doubles and singles, once the first round starts, no one can be on those courses practicing. We'll have practice baskets, there's a driving range, but once the first round starts, no one can be on the courses practicing, even if the players aren't to those holes yet. And same at the end of your round. When your round's done, no one should be on the courses if there's other players still competing. And really, no one should be on the courses after your round's over anyway, because after your rounds are done, your last round for the day, it's time to swing by headquarters and then head on out. As always, it's December. It could be like today, 80 degrees.
Right, exactly.
Which tells you we're filming on Wednesday. Or it could be cold, it could be rain. Bring plenty of water, plenty to drink. But we will have some extra bottled water there for you. Just bottles of water out on their own by hole number 1 of each course, and somewhere between holes like 9 and 11 on each course. So if you run out, there'll be some there. But yeah, bring plenty of water for yourself. And pack it in, pack it out. This is a private ranch, so whatever you bring and whatever you pick up at the ranch, like bottled water or merchandise or player's pack, take it with you when you go. There's no tournament dumpster. Heck, if you see some trash around lying on the ground somebody else left, pick it up and take it with you.
Yeah, please. Moody's Ranch, Dave's Ranch is so beautiful on its own, and you should always do that anyhow on any course or park you're at. But honestly, I'm going to take it as a personal offense if you leave that stuff out there, and definitely don't let me see you do it and just walk away. I will treat you worse than my child, because that's just rude. I mean, this is such a beautiful property.
Horribly.
I do, man. Don't tell this on crap. It's on video now. We're in trouble. But that being said, no, please respect Dave Moody's Ranch.
Exactly. The Moody's and Waterloo will appreciate you. And this absolutely includes cigarette butts. No litter.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
And if at any point during the event you're out there, you need to contact headquarters, call the club cell phone, 512-994-9508. Hopefully Black Zombie will do their magic and put that number on the screen. Porta potties out of toilet paper, or no hand sanitizer. Water bottles, they're all gone. Give us a call. Let us know something needs to be taken care of.
Just contact the manager.
Yeah, management. That's it.
So anyhow, trying to make this quick. I hope you're still watching this. You should be still watching this, because this is your official video and players meeting. Results and miscellaneous. He gave me some of the rough stuff to say. Payouts. This is going to be for all amateur divisions. Once again, for all amateur divisions, most of your entry is covering the players pack, ranch, and PDGA fees and fundraising donation. We're going heavy on the packs and light on the payout. There will be payout. So remember, there will be payout. Plus trophies for the top finishers, but the payout won't be big. We hope you like the fat packs, though, because everybody likes to have them fat. And sometimes, everybody's a winner when you get a good pack. For all pro divisions, this is going to be important too. The all pro divisions, the pack is much smaller, and we're going to more going to your cash payout. I'll say it again because I tongue twisted. For all pro divisions, the pack is much smaller, with more going to your cash payout. There we go. Second time's a charm. It's still a nice pack, but it doesn't have the discs that the amateurs are getting, and we'll also have trophies for the top finishers as well for that. As you can see how we flip it out. But we still want everybody to have a great time and come away with something really great. And you're going to definitely have memories. That's definitely one thing you can't put a price on in a payout. But as we said in the beginning, there will be no award ceremony. There will be no raffle drawing on Sunday. Instead, we will do all the raffle drawing Monday via Facebook Live. And we'll have a couple of times in places where you can pick up your raffle prizes, and maybe even during a drawing. And if it doesn't fail, if you watch the last one, maybe I won't lose my voice on this one. That was a great one. You should go back and roll that video. That was amazing when it happened. But that being said, for amateur winners, both singles and doubles, we will set up a time after Christmas and or after New Year's where we bring all the merchandise out to a central location. You can come pick out what you want for your prizes. You can also pick out stuff at our Ice Bowl and other events during the next 2 years. Sorry for the delay, but doing an event this close to Christmas presents lots of challenges.
Yeah, so we will keep up with what you won, whether you picked it up or not.
He knows where all the bodies are buried. Trust me, he doesn't.
7-page spreadsheet. So we will track your prizes for 2 years.
Yeah.
After that, forget it.
It goes back into the kitty. So that being said, for the pro winners and ace pot winners, both singles and doubles, we can mail checks to the winners. Sorry, we can't do PayPal or Venmo. We're just not that high tech, and it's just a bunch of logistics.
We
behind
were, but they don't like us anymore. So.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Uh,
Not even gonna go there.
yeah.
But anyhow, I had some choice words there. But anyhow, once again, for pro winners and ace pot winners, both singles and doubles, we can mail checks to the winners. And once again, sorry we can't PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, anything like that. Or you can collect it at one of our raffle prize pickups or our amateur prize pickups.
Yeah.
Speaking of the ace pot for singles, as we usually do it, it is an all-in-one big pot and will be split evenly among all aces during the 3 rounds of singles. So it's going to be split 3 ways. Hopefully you are the only one watching this video that gets it all. That'd be awesome. So just think of it that way. It's going to be split. For the ace pots and doubles, as it says in the event details, the ace pots are course specific and will be split evenly among all aces on that course during Friday doubles. If there are no aces on a course, the money goes to the fundraising. Unusual, but it's unusual for this to happen.
Yeah, that usually happens, but every once in a while.
It happened, but this is the Waterloo course. We're here to have fun, and we get aces almost every year. We
There are a lot of good short aceable holes on all 3 courses.
But once again, if nobody hits it, the money's going to go to fundraising, but it does happen every now and then. But you know what? It's not either you're going to get it or the charity's going to get it. It's going to be a good day turnout.
Yep. So we are actually near the end, believe it or not. Hopefully you've glazed and unglazed several times by now. Stop the video, taken a break.
Well, take it home, Gordon. Tell us all about it.
This was long, even longer than usual for a Waterloo meeting. Longer even than any meeting I've done. So be safe coming to and from the ranch. Please be courteous to all the folks who live around the ranch and the folks who live on the road to and from the ranch. Mm-hmm. They've paved some of that dirt road. It's not as much of a dirt road as it used to be.
Nice.
But yeah, drive the speed limit. Where it is dirt road, keep your speed down, keeps the dust down for all the people who live around there. So be nice to Dave's neighbors. And we can't say it enough this year. Masks on, sanitize those hands, keep your distance. Don't come out to the ranch if you aren't feeling well. Only registered players and staff at the ranch. Masks must be worn around headquarters.
Right.
And in the sales area at headquarters, depending on how big the area we set up is, it'll probably be limited to 2 or 3 people at a time in the sales area. And you will need to use hand sanitizer before coming in and after going out. So just want to keep everybody, we want to keep you safe, staff safe, everybody. We love you, and we want all of you to be back next year at the 44th Waterloo. And we want all your family and your friends to still be safe, healthy, and alive so they can come be part of the event next year too.
True statement.
And one final ending note, we will be continuing at least one of our Waterloo traditions this year. I know tons of changes, but this one's staying the same.
Yep.
And it's one we started shortly after the club formed and took over running the annual Waterloo Classic in the late 90s. So, if you are playing the singles portion of this tournament for the very first time, not counting doubles. You can play doubles before or not, but if you're playing singles, the full weekend singles for the very first time, you will receive a free tournament mini as a welcome to our Waterloo family present.
Here's your virtual throwout.
Yes, normally at the players meeting, was so much fun. We have great fun tossing minis. So
Yep.
in this case, it'll be waiting for you on hole number 1 of your first course on Saturday morning. So I think that about does it at last. On behalf of Troy,
Hey.
myself, all of Waterloo Disc Golf Club, Disc Nation, Black Zombie, thank you. And again, thanks again to Black Zombie and Disc Nation for making this video possible.
Yes. Thank y'all very much. We can't wait to see y'all out there.
Yep.
And
if you're not out there, happy holidays.
happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, and Waterloo!
Waterloo! All right. That's a wrap.
Wait, let's do it one more time. We even run the iPhone battery out.